Welcome on to today's video. So today we will be discussing something about the Nobel Prize 2024 in physiology or in medicine, which was a groundbreaking research in the cases of DNA and its amplifications. So maybe we know regarding microRNA. So we have already known regarding what is DNA and what is RNA there. So most of the time the RNA is something related with the protein synthesis and the DNA regarding transferring small things towards the generation of the things there. So most of the time when we think about the microRNA there is a thing like the DNA amplification and also regarding the nucleotides, that and all you have learned in your 8th standard classes. So here we are discussing about something about the Nobel Prize in physiology or in medicine, which was awarded to Victor Ambros and Gary Ruvkun. It was already a groundbreaking discovery wherein the microRNA and its role in post-transcriptional gene regulation was maintained there. And this regulation is helpful when it is coming to the gene expressions, because there is gene regulation and there is gene expression also. So how this Nobel Prize is helpful and how it can be connected with Ayurveda. So there is something called as the phenotyping and also regarding the epigenetics part of Ayurveda. So here we have heard regarding or known regarding the RNA. RNA is something called as the binding, the protein synthesis part. So the microRNA, which is always connected, binds with any part and it helps in the gene expressions part. So this research is helpful, especially for the multicellular organisms, in that the human beings are coming there. So the multicellular organisms, mainly for the diseases like the autoimmune diseases, the cancer and the diabetes, for these research aspects, this can be helpful here. So we know the microRNA is present in the cells and the bloodstream there. So whenever we consider with the microRNA, there is 3 functionings which is there. That is, one is too much, then the other one is too little, and the third one is regarding the normalcy. So it can act in 3 ways, like when it is activating or actioning in too much ways or very little or in the normal ways there. And there it will be fine tuning with the growth, development and metabolism in a body there. So there will be cell differentiation and cell adoption and also regarding cell apoptosis which happens there. So here, whenever we come and we correlate Ayurveda and the microRNA there, here there is something about the epigenetics and the phenotype is mentioned in that. So here there are 4 parts, which is mentioning us, which is a boon for us. If it is not balanced, it will lead to the Vikriti of the person. So one is, we can consider it as LED. So LED is like lifestyle, environmental factors, diet and digestion, and also the stress. So you can consider it as LEDS, leads. So in order to lead a human life, you need LEDs. LEDs you see. So lifestyle, environmental factors, diet and the digestion and the stress is coming here. So here, when it is managed, you have a healthy body there. And if it is not balanced, you have the Vikriti or the diseases there. So here we can correlate with the Deha Prakriti and also the Janma Prakriti there. We know the Janma Prakriti cannot be changed there. So whenever the Janma Prakriti is coming there we have the Deha Prakriti also. So Deha Prakriti, whenever the lifestyle or the diet is not mentioned there or it is not properly followed, there is Vikriti happening to our body there. So that is why then the Vikriti is happening there, the genes can be changed here. So when we consider any kind of autoimmune diseases, for example, any kind of autoimmune diseases is correlated there. The autoimmune diseases are correlated with Pitta there. With the Pitta there. So whenever the Pitta is functioning there, it attacks the Kapha and the Vata and it is like a small forest fire. Whenever you see there is a spark of fire and then it goes around. So that is similar to a forest fire. So you can consider the autoimmune diseases and the Pitta there. So when you consider with the cancer diseases, it is always a Vata working there. And when you go for the chemotherapy, this chemotherapy like of the treatment, the Pitta is increased there. That is why there is Ojoksheya and the Bala there. So maybe you have learned in your classes regarding the Prakrita Kapha. So Prakrita Kapha is actioning on the Ojas and the Bala. That is why when you have any kind of cancerous diseases and all, the Ojas and Bala is becoming the Kshaya there. So that is why the Ojo and Kshaya Vartaka Ahara Vihara is adopted in the cases of the cancer medicines and all. So that is why the epigenetics and phenotype is correlated there. So here we have the mRNA, tRNA, and the proteins here. And this is the karma or the epigenetic part which is mentioning there. So we have the mRNA, which you can correlate with the Vata there. So why the Vata means there is there is a transmission of information, like you are transferring the information from one part to another. So that is the quality of mRNA, and that you can correlate with the Vata part there. When it is coming to the tRNA part, that is called as the transformation, because Pitta is called as the transformation part. When it is coming to the proteins, it is the Kapha part. So for the proteins, it is a Kapha, mainly the structure is coming for the Kapha part there. So this is all about the karma or the epigenetics there. So whenever we consider the Ayurvedic phenotype there, it is already the epigenetical part which is coming there, and then we have the diseases which is managed. So when you consider the DNA in the Janma or the birth or the Prakriti, like the Janma Prakriti, when we consider, we can always change our circumstances. Maybe some of the time our lifestyles may not be correct there. So there will be gene turnover there. But once you come to the lifestyle and a good diet and the digestion, then at the time you can change at least 500 gene expressions. So 500 gene expressions can be made possible even with our Ayurvedic herbs also, because Ayurvedic plant phenotypes, mainly the herbal plant phenotypes, are studied with the changing esterases or enzymes where the genes can be changed there. When you take the lifestyle diseases, there are originate like the polyphenols will be reversing the epigenetics, and there will be modifying the DNA activity there, like the methyl transferase will there, helichrysir is there, and also for the stress conditions, the cell adaptation there, the apoptosis condition is happening there. So here, whenever you manage your lifestyle, the diet and the digestion and the stress condition, and also when you live in a good environmental factors there is no gene expression or the gene change which is happening there. And also when you take some of the Rasayana medicines or even a plant polyphenols, the genes are changed there. This is all about the Prakriti when we are living. When we consider the Prakriti before the birth of the baby, like for example, the Pumsavana, Pumsatva Karakaha, like in the classics it is told like the desired baby or the male child, it is told there. Not only the male child, but there is always the consideration of a healthy baby there. So that is why even the famous quotation what it is told there, Balihi Purushakaro hi Devam api vartate, which is a main important line which is told by Vag, but it is already told that even if it is not sadhya or if it is asadhya, even with the manpower it can be made into sadhya. That is one of the line where we can always correlate here, but because the GNA can be changed here, the DNA's part can be changed here, and the gene transformation is possible here. So the gene transmission or the gene expressions, you can always correlate it with the Prakriti and also the Janma Prakriti, and also regarding the Deha Prakriti, which is correlated here. And this is how you correlate the Nobel Prize with the Ayurvedic points. Thank you.